Well, hello, Internet. Welcome to another session of our Astral Avenue Magdalena Blues. I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, joined by our wonderful players today.
Howdy
That's us.
doodle.
Hello. Hi.
Hello there.
Hi. I was thrown off because I was not told to say hello.
Yeah, I'm not
No.
going to tell you anymore. You just gotta, you can say hey if you want. I don't care. There's no
Do
rules
it or
here.
don't.
It's like a
There are
pop
a lot of
quiz.
rules here, actually.
Yeah, the rules here will be involved in the game, though. Outside of the game, I don't care. Anything goes. But before we talk about the rules of the game and getting into it, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time before we talk about what's going to happen this time. So without further ado, last time, you guys had agreed to a little R&R. The crew took some time on a pleasurable planet of Harshak 3, among a wild space system that was wanting to join the Federation of the Astral Alliance. We saw our troop basking under a galaxy-lit sky, taking in some relaxing vibes, meeting the only other two guests here at the View, a beautiful and strange Dame Cabello Fanta, along with an elderly gentleman. Trying to impress her was not easily done, while Ethel and Malcolm had talks with the owners of the establishment and representatives of the system. Coming to terms, they said they'd look over the papers and sign them in the morning, possibly. And seemingly a little concerned at the time, or at least about the time, in which they would get Federation protection. However, as the evening grew, you all gathered on the beach for a kind of cookout of sorts, while the other two guests, or with the other two guests and invisible servants at your disposal, getting to know the elderly gentleman, calling himself Joe Mama. He said he'd be interested in some entertainment, maybe a little light gambling of his own benefit, having a competition of sorts. A competition for you fine folks and the Dame. Splitting into teams, you competed in some simple beach games, making them not so simple with your prowess, magics, and cunning. Eventually, though, after these beach games were won by Malcolm and Ethel as they were hailed as the winners, rewarded with a coin. Rewarded with a coin. Coin, you get it.
Did we get a corn?
There's
I'd
corn.
like a corn.
There's corn at the
There was a
cookout.
barbecue.
Yeah. But the elderly gentleman doffed his disguise. Actually, a powerful Fey-like alien man, introducing himself. Actually, I don't even know if he introduced himself, but calling himself Zed. He had claims that Malcolm was not holding up his end of the pair's arrangement, scolding him a little, maybe too harshly, as well as dropping nuggets of information and suspicion that the criminal at large, whom you let get away, not by your fault, but might pose a danger to the whole existence of the material realms, even having effects on the other dimensions. After a minor talk with this Zed, though, he shot off like a rocket, leaving you to your cookout. And that is where we will pick up right after he kind of shoots off like a rocket into the sky. Kind of think about, what is that, Sword in the Stone, where Merlin shoots off like a rocket?
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Thinking of skyrockets in flight.
Afternoon delight.
Yes.
I just want to say your patron's a dick, even if he's right.
Yeah, he's a lot of things.
Are you gonna maybe explain any of that to us, or is it just something that shouldn't be brought up again?
Is he part of the Federation too?
Well, he's definitely not my dad. Let's get that out of the way. I can understand the confusion, but he, I guess, is more of like an older brother, if I had to relate it to a familial tie. He doesn't really belong to the Federation. Instead, he belongs more to a group calling themselves the Astral Watchers. And him and I met a little time ago as I came across an artifact and kind of, I guess, took his interest. And he's been with me for a little time now, a few years, kind of guiding me shaping me and in a lot of ways using me as a instrument to do his and the other entities like his being in ways to try to help humanity and the such. Albeit, though, as you all could see, he has a bit of a trickster streak to him. Not exactly sure what his pronouns are. Their pronouns are.
We
Them.
should ask. We should ask them next time, maybe. So do you have to do what Zed says? Like, are you contractually obligated to them in some way?
In a way,
I see.
Will he
But-
spank you if you don't do it?
again, he's not my dad.
Right, older brother. We got it.
Right.
It'd be weird if your older brother spanked you.
That's another great point.
Mhm.
But
I
he could beat you up.
But I also
That
should
makes more
say
sense now.
that the things that he has me do, the missions that I go on, I am a member of the Federation. That's not a lie. But as a member of the Federation in my travels, I do try to stick to some of the things that he would like me to do, which ultimately the goal is to help out humanity. So while he's a trickster and, as you put it, kind of a dick, you know, he does have our best interest in mind, I've come to find.
Does the Federation know about him?
Yeah.
I kind of keep that a little close to the chest. The list of people that know about Zed is pretty short. It
Yeah,
consists
probably
of
double.
Zed and myself, and now you all.
Now us.
Right.
Oh, okay.
As you would see, not far off, maybe 10 feet away, Dame Cabela with her twin just kind of eyeing curiously. Well,
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, I
you?
guess.
my,
yeah, maybe
my,
them
my.
too.
You all have just got a lot more interesting.
I suppose you don't want to fight. You know, he's not dead.
Older brother.
Right, again, not that.
They're called patrons. We can just call it a patron.
Right, patron.
No, I have
That
no
is much fun.
desire to quarrel with the likes of a trickster.
Did you overhear everything that he was talking about?
Oh, well, it is a small beach, and there's just only so many things to entertain yourself with. Waiting on the
Yeah.
food and all.
Perhaps
So you.
She's like
The-
3 feet away from us.
the threat that he described might interest you?
Oh, of course. Something like that would be quite glorious.
Malcolm, are you willing to share it all about who Zed or what Zed was talking about?
Well, I'll certainly share what I can up until this point. Unfortunately, I was hoping that he might provide us with a little more guidance, and not. Well, he's tricky. What can I say? When I met you all, I was both on a mission of the Federation, but also of the Astral Order, to investigate some of the solar fluctuations, the manipulation that was going on in the Dursus River system. And obviously, as Zed said, that particular criminal, Jonathan Asner, got away. And there is a danger, at least there was. I thought perhaps we thwarted it, but it seems to be that it's still lingering, that further manipulation, further practice of what he is a part of could cause a tear in the fabric of reality and open the Astral Avenue.
So it sounds like we gotta find the mollusk.
Yeah, that's kind of the only lead we have to go on right now, huh?
Mhm.
That
need to
Jonathan
find a snail.
Asner.
Use the mollusk to get to the Astral Avenue? I'm confused.
Probably. But we don't know that. But that
So if-
does sound like what he was doing with it.
But if he's already in this Astral Avenue, how do we get there?
That's a good question. With our
Didn't
ship?
you three say you had been there before? Or had
With-
dealings with it?
Yeah, last time it activated, it destroyed the entire Frizzling Cube. It's only a small planet.
What
Do
is
I-
a small planet? The Astral Avenue or the Frizzling Cube?
The Frizzling Cube was it was a small planet.
It
And
just
the
ate it
Astral-
up,
Avenue
it-
ate it.
Yes.
pretty much.
Tried to eat us too.
Are we downplaying the fact that it was a small planet, so it's not that big of a deal, or are we just talking
Oh,
no, it was
strictly
a- it
about
was a big
size
deal.
comparison?
The small
that was a big deal.
planet.
It feels like it would be a big deal.
We destroyed a planet. So
Yeah. Not intentionally though.
Jesus.
No, we didn't know that was gonna happen. How would we know? We didn't know.
And technically we didn't do it. Your doctor friend was the one that
It was Hilda.
Hilda
did it.
technically did it. On accident.
Really throwing them under the bus, aren't you?
That's because they're not here to defend themselves.
Hey,
yeah,
he
they
gets
went
it.
into the portal. Yeah. Her and Blackberry.
And
Yeah.
Duke.
And
And
Duke.
Duke
And-
too.
And Duke, yeah.
That's
Did
why he had to
Well,
go.
did you
Okay,
report
okay.
this to your nearest Federation agent? I mean,
We
we're
didn't
supposed to know
about
about any planet
Federation.
destruction.
No.
Mr. Federation Officer, I'd like to report something.
Malcolm gets out his book. We don't have to do this now. I'm just going to make a quick note to ask questions later. There's going to be a lot of paperwork.
As it would look like
You know,
platters of roasted corn would start arriving at your table.
Ooh, corn.
Corn.
neat.
It's got the juice.
Juice.
Do you know if the Frizzling Cube was part of the Federation?
Not anymore.
Malcolm, you can give me a history check. Or anyone proficient with history can give me a history
I'm
check.
proficient in history.
There you go.
I am
Oh.
not.
I'll know myself. I'll answer my own question.
Answer your own question.
Nah, you've never heard of the Frizzling Cube.
Well, that makes sense.
My sheet
it doesn't exist.
My sheet looks different. It doesn't have the things over on the left. How do I change that?
What? Where's that?
Your skills aren't
Oh,
anywhere?
it's set to compact. What standard?
The compact
Nope,
should
that's
still
not
be
it.
on the left.
What happened?
Set it to
No.
compact.
You broke it.
You
Oh,
broke
I
it.
just
There's an,
no. I had him a
there's an
second
option
ago.
for that.
I did have him a second ago. Okay, there they are. History.
Yeah, give me a history check.
Here we go.
And here it goes.
With a 24, in your unique travels, Malcolm, you have heard of the Frizzling Cube out on the fringes of known space in a... what was the name of that system?
Dorish?
In the Dorish space system. A frozen cube. You had heard, again, through your unique advantages with Zed, that it was once an operation system for getting into and out of the Astral Avenue. And definitely not part of the Federation because that's way too far out.
Oh, thank goodness. Frizzling Cube. I must have misheard you the first time. Yeah, no, that I know about it, but yeah, that's not a member planet of the Federation. And Malcolm just closes his book and puts it away.
Oh.
All right, no problem here.
Problem solved. Forget about it.
You guys cannot begin to imagine how many pages that report is for destruction of a planet.
I'll
So,
keep
wait,
that
so-
in mind.
So just because it's like not part of the Federation, like
Mm-hmm.
you don't, it's just like whatever, you don't care.
We killed so many
He
electric
just
jellyfish.
does not have to put it into writing.
No, trust me. Malcolm, still upset, still worried. Need to hear more about this. Malcolm,
Okay.
the Federation agent. My duties end where the Federation
Got it.
ends. So
you take off your Federation hat and then you're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh no, okay.
right, yeah,
Got
because
it.
I mean, there's the planet destruction form, there's the form of total annihilation. It's there's oof.
There's probably
Yeah.
one about population.
Yeah. Well, that's actually a subsection of the annihilation, total annihilation. Yeah.
That
Equipment.
makes sense.
Yep. You have to inventory everything. Have you
Absolutely.
ever tried to inventory a plane that's been destroyed?
I have not.
Exactly. It's
That makes sense.
So, in terms of pecking order, with you and the Federation and you with Zed.
Yeah.
Who comes first?
In my opinion, or in like the reality as we know it.
Yes.
Well, wouldn't it be both?
Well, in my opinion, I mean, I feel like my duty is more to the Federation, and I align with the ideals of the Astral Order and what they're trying to do. They kind of coexist. In terms of our reality as a whole, yeah, probably Zed by a long shot.
Fair enough.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do with this coin?
Yeah, I've got one of those too.
I'd say it just has a picture of Zed's face on it, and the other side is a thumbs up.
Wow. You guys are real winners.
It's a
Yeah,
free reroll
Seems on brand.
Oh, neat.
once.
Basically just
It's inspiration.
inspiration.
But it won't go away on a long rest. So you got that.
Do I have to do anything to use it?
No, you just use it. You just
And then it goes
will
away.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. Because otherwise I will forget.
Dame Cabela will start sitting down, and you can see that as you guys been talking, food has been starting to arrive at the table on the beach here. Again, that kind of like galaxy lit sky, and just all manner of food that you would want at a cookout on the beach is there. You got your clams, your oysters, your I don't know what other kind of seafood people eat. Seafood. As well as
Little-
like plenty of
Little low country boil.
yeah, you got a low country boil going. They would take
Yeah.
requests, of course. So if you want a little surf and turf, or if you wanted some like I don't know, a noodle dish or something, they got it. Like anything you can think of that you want, it's there. Unless it's like some super duper rare thing, but even then they might. And it's all coming out obviously with these invisible men carrying it, or women. But yeah, we would see Dame Cabela kind of getting the napkin in her blouse as she starts to she's been listening the entire time. Just eyeing you.
So, Dame,
Oh,
I mean, you-
yes.
what do you know about this Astral Avenue?
I can't say I've heard too much about it. It sounds like a dangerous prospect.
Oh,
Especially
you
the
must
fact
have
that
heard
it-
something in your travels.
Ate a whole planet? I mean, this is the first I'm hearing about it. And if there
Well,
haven't been
surely
any
you must-
great battles about it, I wouldn't have heard nothing. Unless it was a nice work of art. But it doesn't sound like it to me.
You haven't heard anything about a giant mollusk, would you?
Can't say I do. I know the gnomes tend to build spelljammers out of whelks and the like. So maybe something to do there. But
Do you
as
know any gnomes?
I've known quite a few gnomes. I don't know this particular ship you are speaking about. I'm sorry I can't be much more help than that.
What gnomes do we know? We know Miss
Yeah,
Valley.
What about that gnome at the space station? She seemed
Miss
like
Valley.
she was quite the inventor. Was it Sally? I don't think
Valley.
Valley.
so.
Valley.
Valley.
Yeah, maybe.
It's only a couple weeks from here.
Is it only a couple weeks from here? I have no idea where we are, comparably.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Or Donna's dad. Was he a gnome?
Is
Oh,
she a gnome?
She had been at one time, but
Mhm.
not the last time that we saw her. Really? What was his
Yeah.
name? What's his name?
Oblate. They have scallops on a skewer.
Ooh. I want
So is
that.
this the same
Mr.
kind of
Spell
situation
Spell
as
Sprocket.
Spell Sprocket?
Spellsprocket. He made my tablet.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe he knows.
You guys are talking about all these people that Malcolm doesn't know, so he's just like half-heartedly paying attention and nodding as he's like spooning stuff onto his plate.
Oh,
He's got
Malcolm would be
some
so rude.
shrimp, some
are
scallops, some
people.
potatoes,
These are other people. We used to have another traveling companion. Her name was Donna. She was my friend. She was kind of a robot.
What do you mean, kind of a robot? I thought you
How
were
is-
either or not.
Right.
Like a cyborg?
Yeah.
She had
She used to be
some,
organic.
yeah, and she had some, bio components, sort of. Still a little. She had garlic oil for her blood.
That wasn't always like that. Something
No, it
happened
had,
on our journeys.
There was an
Uh,
accident.
as
Just
there is.
out of curiosity, what happened to Donna?
Well, she's fine now.
Oh, she's back home. She's
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
Oh,
like
thank
a
God.
real
Yeah, yeah.
doctor, like a nurse.
Okay.
Like she takes care of people, like their
No,
health.
fantastic.
She's fine. She's
Yeah.
totally fine.
You could see
die.
after, coming
die
off
or
of
nothing.
the total planet being eaten,
Nah.
where I might be a little concerned about the outcome of y'all's adventures.
Nah, she's fine. She made
Okay.
it out.
Well, that's great. That's good.
Yeah.
He is not one of the numerous people who have died because of this group.
Nope.
No.
See, you use words like numerous, and that's when I have to reach for my book. So maybe the less specific details, the better for Malcolm.
Well, I mean, you are an accomplice for some of those murders.
Ah, la 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 la. I don't.
Better break out your
I
book,
don't
bud.
hear anything.
Murder?
Oh, not like not like that.
Yeah, the self-defense type of murder.
Self-defense.
Oh, glorious battles.
There you go.
Yes, the
That's
battle type
it.
of murder.
I
Mhm.
understand.
Always.
And to be fair, Kelly killed a lot more than we did, and we took care of Kelly. So
Yeah, we we murdered murderers.
Well, you
That's
sound
true,
like
because it was not in self-defense. We attacked
quite
them
a
first.
competent bunch.
Where it matters.
let's be generous.
I'm really good at what I do.
Sorry, Dame. I know we went off on a tangent there, but we kind of just started talking about gnomes that we knew, but perhaps you know any gnomes of talent.
Not many, I'm afraid. I mean, they're more of the magic sort. I don't know many great warriors. Also, those ships they build don't tend to be great in combat either. I've met one or two, or half a dozen, but none that come to mind about knowing anything about this Astral Avenue. Why don't you all just find a place to go back in?
That would be awesome.
If we knew where that was.
No?
I think
feel
that
like-
was a design feature of the mollusk itself, right?
Well, remember Okay, so your associate was able to get in through the Frizzling Cube.
Mhm.
So maybe we can just find another planet that we could go in through.
But the Frizzling Cube was special because that was like a designated research area for the Astral Avenue. So they had been working on
Access.
opening it. Yes, there. That's what made that, I think, a little bit different than just any other old planet.
Well, it sounds like you've got Mighty Crusade on your hands.
It does.
As always.
Mhm.
Does
Maybe the
do you
maybe
does
the
the dame want to
hotel
join
is-
us?
Oh,
I mean, I feel like
I don't know if my particular skills would be quite as useful as yours. Perhaps, given time, once you find your quarrel, maybe I'll be able to lend a hand.
Well, I mean,
I've been searching for centuries for a next great battle.
that does sound quite good. How would we get in touch?
Oh, I have my ways.
Do we have your ways?
I
wait,
don't
you're
know.
not sad again, are you?
No. Well,
Okay, you can't trust this guy. I gotta ask.
the lady has to keep some secrets.
But the secret is not that she is dead.
Correct. I am not an old man, not disguised as an old man, but actually, whatever that was, I am what you see. I don't need a costume. I just am.
So, you wouldn't happen to have another sending stone or a pair that we could, give you a ring on?
Perhaps I do, perhaps I don't. I'd have to check on the old aesthetic and see if I got one aboard.
Well, I just wouldn't want you to miss out on, a glorious conquest,
Oh, me neither. It sounds like a possible worthy endeavor. And of the material realm? Why, something that could do something like that? Quite a challenge.
Do sending stones work in the Astral Avenue?
I
Is that like
wouldn't
a
know.
long distance call?
Oh,
It
see
does
if
not
your
work
band
well
is
against
working.
planes.
Oh, see if the band that you
Of Lost
remember
and
we
Found?
gave. Has any change happened to the Oblates band?
Nope.
Right.
So just
That's
point
why
every
we
which
gave
way.
it to them, so we could always find how to get to them.
Yep.
Doesn't work.
When they come out the other
Yes.
side.
Right. Which they haven't done yet.
I wonder what's going on in there.
They're likely dead, but hopefully
Yeah.
not.
Most,
I mean, there was a big monster that came out of it when we opened it up. That was kind of scary.
That was
Yeah.
scary. Yeah.
Wait, from
To
the
call.
Astral Avenue?
yeah. It's probably corrupted too.
And
Yeah,
we
there
want
were a lot
to
of
go
those-
there.
Those vine, like what, like Oblate's problem,
Yeah.
like his condition, it was kind of like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
but
whole-
said did make mention of letting things loose if the Astral Avenue was open.
So
Uh,
scary,
Things loosed.
scary, terrifying place. Full
It
of
exists
monsters.
between dimensions.
Would
I
the
vote we
ASMR
just
have any
stay
more
here.
information about it?
SMR.
Maybe.
Yeah, would they have knowledge of another portal like the Frizzling Cube?
Maybe.
Or do you still have any Hilda's notes? Maybe she had like another possible listed.
I do have Hilda's notes, and I can peruse them and let you know my findings in the morning. I'll do that tonight after supper.
Well, it also stands to reason you said this Frizzling Cube place was a research station for the Astral Avenue.
Mhm.
It's possible it might not be the only one. I could always reach out to my contacts in the Federation and see if there's any other leads.
Well, I mean, didn't Miss Valley said her station had been some kind of research station, right?
Station 217.
Mm-hmm.
That could, I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it. I don't think we really asked what they were researching, or she didn't tell us. Maybe we did.
She was researching like biology in space and see how well it did.
Why she had all the plants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That thorny vine plant.
And she also served as an intermediary between like different systems for like mail.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And she was a mail station.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was a post office?
Yeah, essentially.
Basically.
Nice.
And a greenhouse.
Nice.
As Dame Cabela will kind of like starting to conclude her meal, looks over you all for a moment, and then kind of stops on Ethel and Malcolm. Well, if you champions of the games we played earlier would like to discuss anything further, do give me a call in my room. I'm sure I'll be up for a few more hours.
Oh. Hey-oh.
I thought she wanted to join the party. I was reading the situation all wrong.
Mm-hmm. You did.
What
He just
what
wants
room?
to join your party.
What room number? No, it's our party,
Private.
buddy.
Private
It's
party.
the one with the seashell on it that looks like a little squiggly thing. I think there might be an adornment of a crab on the outside, too. I don't think they have numbers on the rooms here.
Wiggly, seashell, and crab.
Yeah, that'd be the one. That's me. But I must go tend to myself before I see so much of the sand. But if you would be dears and come say hello. Before the night's over, at least.
Of course.
Does
it
she?
would be an
Does
honor.
she see? Hold on. Dr. Jellybean is witnessing this.
I would say it's hard to tell that if she's coming on to you or if she's
Dr. Jellybean, we have a name for you.
wants to hear more about your conquests.
What do you want with my friends? No, I'm just kidding. Don't talk to them.
Not being a great
No,
wing
I don't
woman
do
right now.
I'm just kidding. I don't say any of that. I just give some eyebrows.
But then she'll give a deep bow. I hope we talk more in the morning with the rest of you. I'd just like to hear about the champion's conquests.
Oh, of course. Of course. You enjoy your night.
You as well. As she saunters off towards the hotel.
Ethel, you should totally go to her room. You could get another title out of this.
You could.
I mean, she did ask for me to go by and say hi at some point.
Yes, and other implied things as well.
I didn't catch any implications.
Don't worry, you will.
Oh, they were there.
Hopefully not the long-lasting ones, but yes.
Speaking of Dr. Jellybean, your parents are gnomes, right? Are they renowned in some way?
Well, no.
The build-up followed by quiet disappointment. Well, no.
No, I was raised by my grandparents, and they died about 10 years ago. My parents died when I was a baby, so I don't really know much of my family. I spent a lot of time in school. I don't really know my family.
Fair enough. We were just talking about gnomes we knew.
Quite good.
The what?
The corn. You haven't tried it yet?
The corn? Yeah, it's good corn.
Corn's good.
Seems like corn is their specialty. 5 different varieties and 6 different ways of making
On
each
the
one.
cob, off the cob. Put back
Have
on the
you
cob.
tried
Corn.
Popcorn. Yeah, put back on the
You got
cob.
creamed,
That's my favorite.
Popped cob.
bread.
You got canned.
Yeah.
Baby.
Hominy.
And baby corn. kinda
Okay,
freaks
okay.
me out.
Enough of this talk about the corn. Ethel, go on, go.
Said Ethel and Malcolm.
Go unleash your dragon, bud.
Ah,
Don't know what
Actually-
that means.
you have to tell us all about it, though.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll
I-
tell you about what we talked about.
She's got centuries of experience, bud. Centuries.
Of
Ethel, you
conquest.
know what? You know what ladies like when you tell them a compliment, like you say, "Oh, your hair looks nice." They like that a lot. Maybe you could try that. Well, her outfit. I don't know.
Just
Whatever
don't
you
bring up
think
her
of-
age. Don't
How
be
was-
like, oh,
I
you
was gonna
have
say-
nice hair for someone that's 200 years old.
How was
would be
Tobias
bad.
feeling about all this?
Hey, you're old.
He's eating Mexican street corn pretty happily. He's kind of like a goldfish. He doesn't remember anything very
He forgot all that. That didn't matter anymore.
I forget, is like Aethel wearing all of his armor right now?
No.
No, I had actually pilled a dumb like picture and I forgot to share it. I was like, he probably looks like this. Let's see if I still have it.
Oh boy.
like kind of just like imagine a really kind of gaudy version of like a 19 like 20s/30s like swimsuit for men.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Like straps,
Yeah,
Mhm.
the strap, it's
Yeah.
all one piece. It goes
Yeah.
to like almost his knees.
stripes.
Yep.
Yeah, stripes and
Love it.
Got it.
Woo! It's getting warm in here. Calm down, guys.
The wings are still there though.
yeah, like it has to have a spot for his wings because those are his.
Yeah.
They are on his body. And then of course his dragon head.
Still?
Well, actually, that's probably not around anymore. It's probably
Right, in like
Falling
a
apart.
frame box somewhere
yes,
Shadow box.
on your
it's a
mantle.
shadow box.
Well,
But yeah,
you look as good as you can be. And if things, progress, listen to Malcolm.
okay.
Wait, are you going together at the same time?
She's
That's
seems
what
like
she asked for.
Okay.
quite the strong gal.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And remember all of the details.
And remember, give her a compliment.
Right.
Hmm.
Compliment her. Tell her everything that we talked about.
Tell us everything,
Yes.
not her. Tell us what you talked about with her.
Tell her everything immediately after you were done. Well,
Give
let
her
me
your life
recount
story.
for you the tale of the time that I went to the room with the seashell and squiggly lines and crab. You were there, and he was there, and I was
I was there.
Um,
Right.
Oh.
Malcolm, do you want to go now, or do you want to finish eating?
Yeah, no, go now.
Okay. Then I guess we're off.
But also,
On-
guys,
fun.
Good luck.
before I leave, just keep an eye out for things. The turtle people were being a little suspect with how quickly they
Right.
needed protection from the Federation, so Aethel and I still didn't get to the bottom of what all that was about, so maybe just be on the lookout.
I'm assuming space pirates.
We're not in danger, are we?
We're always in danger.
Aren't we always?
We
I
are the
mean-
danger.
That's-
Similarly,
That's right.
she
He has
didn't.
like a lean back. Oh, sorry.
She didn't seem dangerous, but like.
Oh, she's
uh,
super dangerous.
I mean, maybe be on the lookout for her too. Like, be aware. Be of your surroundings.
That's why we got battle buddies.
Mhm.
We're going together.
That's why.
And because we were both invited.
All right.
True.
As
Right, enjoy your meals. We'll be back later, I guess.
Have a wonderful time.
Will.
Don't do anything you would do. Do
Mhm.
everything we would do.
And give
That's
her a
good advice.
compliment.
I do not think that I should attack her or say anything inappropriate.
Don't
But
do
okay.
whatever Tobias would do.
Do whatever Louise would do.
That's
I do
the
know
right
Louise
advice,
longer.
Yes.
Okie doke.
I swear to God, if he stabs her like 20 times, it's your fault, Tobias.
He's gonna lead with the foot song. I know it.
We didn't do that to her.
Just get perform the.
Well,
go to
I
the
like-
ship, grab an instrument real quick.
I need to borrow this instrument.
He plays it better than me because I can't roll above a 2 on my performance.
Unless
But
it
it's
doesn't
also, like,
matter.
The most, like, the largest and most awkward instrument that you have is what he grabs, so he just
Get the
shows up
tuba.
to her room. Yeah.
Yes, tuba.
Or a bass cello.
I am here to play a 20-minute song about our escapade. You asked about our adventures. Here's our
Yep.
most famous one
Oh, God.
in song form.
Set to the dulcet tones of my tuba.
That's just to add ambiance. I'll tell the story and then I'll.
Fair enough. Well, as Aethel and Malcolm make their way to Dame Gabella's room, leaving the rest of you guys out, you would see the turtle gentleman arrive. Garth, forgot his name for a second there. Garth arrive on the beach with a tray of looks to be some sort of like ice sculpture, but around it would be kind of lots of little like hot fudge sundaes with all sorts of accoutrements, kind of like build your own sundae kind of thing.
Heck yeah.
And on the ice sculpture is like, it looks like a turtle standing on its hind legs, and above it is like this little cloud that's constantly just drizzling down this multicolored rain or juice on top of it. Hope you saved room for dessert.
Always.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Are you enjoying your time here?
Very much so.
Quite relaxing.
Good, good. Oh, I just wanted to drop the last bit off before the cookout ends. Where'd your companion is gone with the Federation?
Yeah.
Okay. Just noticed it. I brought him one too.
Oh, I'll take that. That's no problem.
Oh, of course, as much as you like. We can make so many of them, so as you like it. Is there anything else I could get you while we're here to make it more extravagant and welcoming?
Hey, Mr. Turtle Guy, do you know
Oh.
any gnomes who live around here?
Around here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, all of our
Cool.
produce and much of our general goods come from a supplier named is Charis the Third.
Cheris?
Yes.
Cheris the third. The
Yeah.
grocers?
Yes. Wonderful produce. Best in all of the entire system.
Good to know, I guess.
A good family, too. I've known most of his fathers and so on. Multiple generations.
Oh, right, because turtles have a very long lifespan, of course.
Oh, I am a turtle, not a turtle.
I
I understand your confusion. I have actually more in common with a tortoise than I do a turtle.
That makes perfect sense. I'm so sorry I called you a turtle.
It is okay.
It'll never happen again.
It could, and I might not remember.
True.
Tobias just digging into his Sundays. He's got 2 of them.
As he kind of
should-
like
Should
reaches
save
into
that, man.
reaches into a pocket and pulls out little frilly umbrellas. Don't forget your umbrella before you start eating it. And he'll just kind of jam it in there, making his fingers somehow get in your ice cream. Just as awkwardly as possible.
Hmm. Of course, how could we forget the tiny little umbrellas?
They got to
Just
have your tiny umbrellas.
makes the dish. Enjoy it, Tobias. Go on.
I'm going to save this one for them.
And they'll start handing out umbrellas with the rest of them. A bit clumsy with my old age, but enjoy your stay. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will.
Thank you so much.
Were you looking for that Federation fellow?
Oh, no, I was just noticed. Because I was speaking with him and his companion, that taller mechanical fellow. I just noticed they weren't here. But
Well,
They
they are
have,
just indisposed for the moment.
oh,
Other arrangements.
I know about disposal and being indisposed.
Yes, quite. Anyways, do you want us to tell them that you were expecting them, or...
Oh, nope, I was just bringing out the ice cream.
Well, thank you. It looks delicious.
Oh, it's the best. From that grocer I was telling your friend about.
Do they do anything else, or is it just foods and confections and treats?
Oh, they do also. We get, as I said, most of the general goods here, like wood. We don't want to harm the environment here. This, I'm kind of leaning a little closer. Some of the sand.
Oh, they get the sand and they bring
Some
it
of
here?
it. Don't let everyone know, though. That's a secret.
That's a secret sand. Got
Need
it.
the silvery sparkle stuff to make it shine.
Oh, where do they get that from?
I don't know.
Oh,
You
okay.
import your sand.
No, it's just some of it. To give it to the shimmer.
The
I love it.
special shimmery sand. Huh.
Star battle.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Our metal.
Could be.
possibly. Well, I've disturbed your evening enough. You will enjoy the ice cream and get a good night's sleep.
Oh, of course. Curiosity is killing me.
Oh,
What is like the import cost of sand?
oh, you wouldn't believe it's astronomical. It's well, we buy it in bulk, so it's a little cheaper. But we haven't had to buy any for a while. Good news is it doesn't go anywhere unless the blessed water washes it away. Then it's off under the sea. I'm not gonna get it back.
I guess my curiosity has been sated. Thank you.
Of course. Oh, again, have a wonderful evening, and see you in the morning, unless you want room service. I will be at the desk.
What do you have for breakfast?
I don't know, but I have to open a box and find out.
If you have any muffins, will you send them my way?
Sure. Muffins. We do that kind of thing here.
Do ya?
Yes, muffins and other treats. Croissants. Maybe a little...
Croissant.
A croissant. Yes, that too.
Croissant.
Well, be sure there will be a splendid breakfast.
Why isn't this place hopping?
That's true.
I'm curious. You have like the best service, the Nicest beach.
I
Best
know.
sand I've ever seen.
The best sand. We worked
How long
hard
have you
and
guys been
paid a
open?
lot. Hundreds of years.
Hundreds.
How come no one's here?
I don't know.
You need like a marketing team.
That's why we're joining the Federation to help with our business goals.
Right, of course.
Get people
sense.
here. Got it.
Well, you all have a pleasant evening again, and be at the desk if you need anything.
Okay.
Very well. Ta-ta.
And he slowly walks off.
After
Meanwhile,
he's walked away,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're
After
good.
he's walked away a little bit, can I take just like a little pinch of sand and put it in a vial?
Yeah.
Discreetly.
sand thieves. Knew it.
Oh no, I just want to study it.
We
We
were the
became
bad
a
guys all
Store
along.
Protect.
Fair
Oh
enough.
no.
Yes. No, Tobias and Oblate already have jars of sand
They
at
do.
the show.
Jars?
Do we?
Yeah, you got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt.
I don't remember saying that, but okay.
It was a whole week ago. It was
Yeah.
last year, gang.
That was definitely something.
We
all did.
already have sand on the ship, safely stored
Yeah.
away.
Wow.
Sure, you took some sand. It's not that expensive, but they buy a lot of it. So
Yeah, I think
Sure.
while Aethel and I were trying to convince them to join the Federation, you all were removing sand from their
Yeah.
beach.
For some reason.
For some reason.
Said it was valuable.
We're deviants.
Meanwhile, though, as Malkin and Aethel walking down the hall, you would notice the door to Dame Cabela Fonta's room, the one with the crab and the squiggly seashell on the handle, is slightly ajar.
Just gonna knock on it. Thanks. Will
It
we
was-
push it open?
There's no answer.
Uh-oh.
Slowly push it open.
As you push it open, you quickly discover that what was once a nice looking room has been tossed. The tables on its side, somehow the bed is upside down. Dresser, all the drawers are pulled open. There are dresses and little battle garments strewn everywhere throughout the room. Window open with the curtain, kind of with that breeze going. Classic. A little bit of a sparkle of multicolored sparkles, kind of lightly dusting everything. Faint mist.
Looks like we weren't the only two invited back to her room. I'm assuming she's nowhere to be found? No body or anything like that?
It's not a suite, so anything you see around, you don't see her present.
Other than the room that's been torn asunder, do we see any signs of battle or struggle? Was she taken against her will? Was she able to escape? Anything that may indicate that?
Give me a, we'll say, investigation check.
Do we want to work together on it?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so at advantage. Or each of you can roll separately.
She keeps going back to advantage. Curious.
Interesting. It just wants you to have the most advantageous rolls.
It does.
And then I'll roll mine.
Yeah. Alright, with a 17 and a 16, I can probably get rid of these vibes music. Go to...
Oh, yeah. This is something a little more ominous. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mystery.
Looking around at the room, definitely signs of a struggle. Sheets are torn. You can see puncture marks into the walls. And the oddest thing that sticks out is that this little bit of like glistening glimmer in the room, little sparkles, kind of just like glitter stuck everywhere. Which you noticed she kind of had some on herself, but not this much. What? As you're investigating the room, that is where we're going to take our little 5-2-minute break. So stick around, folks. We'll be back here in a few as Dame Cabela Fonta is missing.
True story.
We'll be back.
See you soon.
See you shortly.
See you soon.
All right, folks. Well, we are back in it with Corn. But
Corn.
last we left off, let's say Astral Avenue, Magdalena Blues. Last we left off, Ethel and Malcolm went up for a rendezvous. Unsure of what sort, but they went up for a rendezvous with Dame Cabela Fonta, finding she was not in her room, and in fact her room had been tossed, and it seems like signs of a struggle. But that is where we're picking up. Ethel, Malcolm.
I'd like to cast Locate Creature.
All right. She is not within 1,000 feet.
Yeah, naming Dame Cabela Fonta.
Fair enough. This aura that you're trying to locate or sense is not within range of your spell, unfortunately.
He does not seem to be on the premises.
Interesting. How long ago has it been since she invited us up?
Maybe 10 or so minutes.
I was like, it
15
can't have
minutes?
been
I
that
don't know how
long.
long you guys talked for. Like 10 to 15 minutes.
Can we take a closer look at the dusting of sparkles and see if we can learn anything about it?
Absolutely. Give me an Arcana check.
Would you like me to help with that?
Always. We're in this together.
Aethel proficient.
I am not. I'm just very smart.
Then you cannot help. You can make your own, though.
All right, I'll just make my own.
Might not need it.
Ignore the extra piece, but I rolled really well.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Oh, because it did the +4, so 26. Yeah. Malcolm, this is quite a foreign substance, and some of it does look like Dame Cabela's own sparkles. However, there's other bits of it that don't look familiar, that are almost like kind of dusty or cloud-like. That when you touch them, they just kind of disperse into little sparkles. Aethel, kind of getting a second opinion on it as you peer at these. They seem almost as if they're there and not there at the same time, existing on this plane as well as another plane, possibly.
Or maybe in between planes.
And it almost reminds you of like an aurora, but very miniature residue.
Located completely inside of this room.
Mm-hmm. It's not quite that abundant, but it is like little bits of it, because as you see that little dust, it's not dust, it's that kind of like fragmentation of just light bending and twisting. Residue unknown to you. Even with 26.
You said she had something similar going on with like her skin?
Yeah, she's got those little sparkles kind of going on her as well. And like kind of almost like glitter. Bits of that are left behind. That's what kind of indicates struggle. As well as the smashed stuff and stab walls and stuff.
No blood or anything?
No
Or
blood.
anything that seems like it would be blood.
No blood.
Curious that it looks like an accomplished warrior such as the Dame was taken against her will. Doesn't seem like an easy feat.
And they moved very far within the last
Short amount of time,
15 to 20 minutes. But magic could help with that part, so... We should probably grab the others and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, agreed.
Don't you grab me.
Grab.
Well, we're grabbing.
We're getting handsy.
Do you have a way to send a message so we don't have to necessarily leave this place, or?
They're just down the beach.
And it is a small beach, is what
Yep.
we've learned. That imports sand.
Does this room have a window?
It does.
It does.
Does it overlook
Yell
the
out
beach?
the window.
It overlooks the other side of the beach. Windows open. Curtains just kind of billowing.
Is there a door on the opposite side of the hall?
Yes.
Is it locked?
Would you keep an unused hotel room locked?
It's Probably should, but like
Then
this
yes.
is a random old couple.
Yeah, well, that's true. Tell you what, roll me a d20. High, it's locked. Low, it's not. It's not locked. They forgot to lock.
Unlocked,
They forgot to lock this one.
Just gonna walk to that window and yell at them.
Yeah. What do you
If
yell
I can
as
see
you're?
them.
You see them maybe like 100 or so feet away. Down, you're overlooking them maybe 30 feet up. Like it's not grand.
Aethel, before you say a word, I've noticed a penchant for being very on the nose with things. Don't yell out. There seems to be signs of a struggle and the dame is missing. maybe something a bit more innocuous, just to get the rest of the party up here.
Okay. Open the window.
I can't wait for this.
I, Aethel, the dragon, Federation deputy, and Malcolm require your assistance at the dame's room.
Oh no.
Did you guys would hear that?
I turn around like my face is in my like ice cream sundae cup.
Sounds like he called her old. Had to have.
I thought 2 was impressive, but the whole party.
Wow.
Right? I mean, you guys aren't able to handle it yourself?
It would
Are
be
you-
preferable that everybody comes up here.
If you're struggling, just give it a few minutes and try again.
Did you give her a compliment?
I think you gave them too many compliments. That's why they're asking for us.
Not yet.
Just get up here.
Put down my ice cream cup. Ugh.
Oh, what did Ethel do now?
God.
I don't know. Whatever it was, it didn't take very long.
Wow.
We promise this never happens.
All right. I'm taking some of these on the way over, though.
Taking one of these with me.
Take a cup of ice cream, a little sundae for to-go cup.
Oh, yeah, I've got that. I got Aethel's right here. I'll take it with me.
Yeah, you guys rush in past the service desk. You can see old Garth is just kind of half passed out at the desk there.
Okay.
Doesn't even notice you guys running by. As
Tight security around
you
here.
quickly arrive at the scene of the crime.
What did you do to her?
Oh my god.
Whoa!
You did here.
You all went at it, huh?
Oh, I don't want to go in there. That
arrived.
that glitter's gonna get all over us, and it's gonna be there for weeks. I don't want to go in there.
Listen, I appreciate it, but the room was like this when we got here.
Sure. We believe that. Don't we, guys?
Where is she?
Yeah.
That's
He
why
does not
we
seem to
wanted
be
you
within
all.
1,000 feet of this location.
That's very precise, Ethel.
Magic is usually pretty precise.
Ah,
Okay.
that explains that.
So this is bad. All right.
It could be good, but it's probably bad.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I'm not going to ask. Okay. So, somebody kidnapped the celestial ancient warrior.
Warrior, yeah. Mhm.
Very accomplished warrior.
Mhm.
There was a struggle, but there does not seem to be any blood. And a lot of this magic glitter may be part of her skin. I don't know.
Is there any
Hmm.
way for me to scoop up some of that, like,
The stuff that's not from Dame Cabela is it just kind of as you touch it, it just kind of disperses
Okay.
into little like puffs of just light. Not even a
Got it.
cloud, just like little puffs of light.
From my understanding, it seems to be that this stuff is between dimensions, maybe.
Do you think
Perhaps-
it's from the Astral Avenue?
I was going to get a second opinion before I recommended or stated that that might be the case. Or I guess a third opinion. You'd be the third opinion.
Mm-hmm. I got so many questions. Who would be after her? Where did they take her?
Whomever it
Why
was,
did they take her?
Yeah, whomever it was seems like it was unbeknownst to her. She didn't really act like someone on the lam or that she was in any kind of danger.
Would
At
Zed do
least-
something like this? He was kind of a dick.
He's kind of a dick and a trickster, but this seems a bit nefarious for him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, seems pretty violent.
Yeah, with the stab marks in the walls and whatnot.
Hmm.
Seems, we're on like first floor. This is a resort, not like a hotel.
It's a second floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, excuse me. All right. Well, I was gonna say I would go check for footprints, but if we're in the
I
second
mean, we could look
story-
out and see if there's anything there. Yeah.
Yeah, does the I'm just gonna call it Stardust. Does the Stardust seem to leave a trail?
Give me a perception check or survival.
I'm gonna perceive the crap out of this.
Looking for a trail.
Would someone like to check the
While that's
patio?
going,
There it goes. Woo. That took some time.
The patio.
With a 6.
Balcony.
It's hard to tell from up here. It's like 30 feet down.
I'm gonna start tracking. Go outside around the building and look for tracks.
Alright, so you go down.
Yeah, I'm like looking down. I'm like trying to follow a trail outside this room. So I'm gonna step outside the room and go down the stairs, see if there's anything.
Okay.
Can I want to like investigate. I don't quite know what, maybe like the manner in which, I mean, the window is open. Is that how we assume someone came in and out? I'd like to investigate just to kind of get a picture of what happened in here.
Give me
like
an investigation check.
the stabbings and the put it
Yeah.
together.
Would you like me to help with that?
If you'd like, sure.
I can just give you advantage. Say, because I'm pretty sure yours is going to be better than mine. Not a huge amount better than mine, but better than mine.
I'll roll again.
Sure.
Eh.
Alright.
both
With
pretty
a 22. You can tell there are 2 bodies in here. People. Not bodies, like, they're not dead. But there were 2.
Not 2 bodies just
Yeah.
sitting in here.
2 people in here. At one point, you can kind of see some foot imprints here and there. See, Dr. Jellybean, it looks like they're identical. A little bit of footprints in the glitter.
Oh, like her twin. She had a twin, right?
You could make a copy of herself.
As
Right. Right.
Tobias, I will need a survival check as you run downstairs and head outside real quick.
Yeah, there we go.
With a 6. No sign. If there is a trail, it's covered in glittery sand.
while
I wonder if
everybody's-
the.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, while everybody's doing that, can I be ritually casting Detect Magic?
Absolutely.
Do any of you think that the turtles would know about this? Malcolm, you did say that they were pretty interested in getting protection from the Federation.
Yeah, we're gonna have to loop him in at some point.
I'm curious if something like this has happened before here. And if that's related to why they want protection.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense now.
My intuition would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly worth questioning him about. Like I said, we're gonna have to tell him what happened anyway.
Yeah. I'm
It
sure
does
there's
mean
some
my
kind
space theory is probably wrong.
of incident report has to be filed or something.
Break out the book.
Hmm.
Let's say as Louise kind of finishes his detect magic ritual, there's residue of conjuration magic, as well as residue of enchantment magic throughout the room.
I would definitely inform the party of that. So, the conjuring could have been that, amulet she was wearing, no?
I do believe that's how she summoned her doppelganger.
So where would the enchantment come from?
This desk could be an
Talking
enchantment. Or maybe her or her doppelganger have been ensorcelled in some way. Made to fight each other.
So for
You
my
can-
investigation check, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying, you've proven that you can use magic to make people do things that they don't want to or wouldn't normally.
Oh,
I
like
mean,
what Asner did to everybody.
Right.
Maybe us even, but we wouldn't know.
that
I
would
mean-
probably make the most amount of sense for, who could kidnap her but herself.
Right. Because it looked like there were only 2 people in here, right? From my investigation check, it was
Mhm.
there were no. Yeah. So there was just the 2 of them. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Weird.
Could go ask the Tortles about the situation if it's
I think
happened.
we should.
Yeah, we should probably talk to them. Let them know someone's been kidnapped off their premises.
Know what you guys doing?
Yeah,
Mhm.
go see the Tortles.
All right. You all head downstairs to the front desk where you see Garth taking a nice, relaxing old man nap.
Their bell.
Yeah, there's a bell.
I don't think he's
Absolutely.
resting. He's just resting his eyes. He's fine.
I'm just gonna ring the bell for service.
As you ring the bell, his eyes immediately kind of blink open. Oh, for a midnight snack, I see.
It's 7:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. Is the ice cream not enough to tide you over?
I think
Haven't had any
Cabella's been kidnapped.
What do you mean?
Wow, just putting it out there. Yeah.
That's
Right to
exactly
the
what
face.
happened. Yeah, her room got tossed, and it looks like she was taken against her will.
She is not currently within 1,000 feet of me.
Oh, perhaps she checked out and didn't say anything. Peculiar.
State of the room would say
No.
otherwise.
Yeah, signs of struggle.
Yeah.
Oh. Good thing we have some Federation and friends help. Well, you must
Yes.
find it. This would ruin the reputation of the View.
Right. We figured we were going to be on the hook for this. We just kind kind of was hoping maybe you had some more details that you could offer us.
Oh, I wish that I would. Or could. I wish that I did.
I mean,
Has
do you
anything-
go ahead?
No, you go.
Do you I mean, do you have any enemies that you know of that would be here, or
I have no enemies.
and do you know anything about the dame? Did she lead on that she might be hiding something?
She's been here for quite some time. She says she came looking for inspiration. I told her to look at the beach.
Any way you can nail down exactly what quite some time means?
The better part of a month or two.
Do you not
And-
have like a logbook where you write down when people arrive, when they leave?
Yes, of course. He'll pull out a big book, starting on the table. This is the volume for this year. He goes to like the front. Yeah, she's been here for 27 days so far.
And during that time, did you observe her with any visitors?
My seeing isn't what it used to be.
Where's your wife at?
Well,
Might we
she's
speak to her?
sleeping. She's getting her beauty rest.
So we should wait until the morning to tell her that a notorious warrior battle queen was kidnapped from your hotel.
A famous
Resort.
person.
Give me a persuasion check.
You've got this.
The
pretty good.
22. Okay, but if she gets angry, it's on you.
Angry about the waking up thing or the
Yes.
person being kidnapped thing?
Yes, that as well. I'll go fetch her, but you wait here. As he goes to kind of down the hallways, somewhat hurried footsteps for a turtle. Still slow.
Nothing's ever free.
Wait, was it his wife or was it his sister?
I believe they
It was,
were married.
it was his sister.
It was
No,
his.
sister.
I thought that. As soon as I said it, I was like, wait, I thought that they were.
He knew what you meant. Maybe he forgot.
Yeah, he forgot.
He
Maybe he
forgot.
Whoever
He's old.
she
He
is.
forgot.
That
Yeah.
lady.
Yep.
Oh, what's her face?
And they.
Ayla.
Ayla, yeah. Garth is gone for quite some time.
No.
You think we should have sent somebody?
Oh,
with him?
He's been kidnapped too.
Maybe she
Or
was
he's on the
kidnapped.
run.
How long is it? How long do we wait?
How long are you guys waiting? It's been 5-10 minutes.
I say we just go. We need to find them. Something has
do-
happened.
Do you
We
know if
can
they
handle
even
it,
stay at the hotel?
Yeah, where are their quarters?
And you saw him walk down a hallway.
Oh,
We can go that
God,
way
here we
first.
go.
let's head that
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
You head down the hallway, lined with doors to other rooms. There's probably about 8 doors in here, as it goes out to a deck facing another point of view of the sands. You would see one of them labeled Garth and another labeled Ayla, closer to the service area.
We should go in the Ayla room.
Right.
Before we do, does there appear to be any Ziggy Stardust on the ground or on the walls or anywhere around us? Anything suspicious?
No?
Make a shadow double.
Okay.
Get a
I'm
good
gonna go
old
ahead and
action
cast,
combo boost.
I'm mage armor.
Okay.
I'm just gonna knock on the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which door do we want to try first?
The Ayla one. I think
As you
is-
knock on the door, Aethel, you would hear slight discussion inside right before the end of your knock. What? 1 minute. We're coming. Some more hushed discussion happens inside.
Try to hear what they're saying.
Yeah, same. I'm just gonna up against the door.
Eavesdrop.
Give me a perception check.
Can I give him advantage?
Ugh, I rolled garbage.
You
Which is
can make
why
your own
I'm
perception. Are you proficient in
Going to
perception?
spin.
No. I thought I was, though.
Ethel's gonna spend the coin.
Yeah, I don't care about that coin. It's
All
important
right.
to me.
And
Better, but not amazing.
15. Move it over here slightly. What do we do? She's gone already. They're asking questions. I don't know. Where if you just go and just get rid of it? Just tell them they can stay an extra week or something. What? No, they're already staying for free. They wouldn't be able to stay more. They're already as long as they want. Well, I don't know. We knew this was going to happen eventually. It happened before, it happened again. That's about what you hear.
I'm gonna open the door in just a moment.
What? Oh, no, we're coming. We're coming.
Please be decent. And I'm gonna.
You
open
kind
the
of
door.
imagine he's looking at himself as you say that, and you can see him reaching for the door as you're opening it. I was told you she gets awfully cranky when she doesn't get her sleep.
Mm-hmm.
She's very upset, by the way.
Is it because we found out that Dame Cabela is missing?
No, because she's awake. And that. As you can see, Ayla just kind of like stretching. Oh, what's this about the lady's missing?
That's correct. Dame Cabela Fonta is missing. At least as of 35 minutes ago.
Oh, that's terrible. Well, we gotta do something about it. What if we... have you found any leads?
We are
Not
pursuing them
currently.
right now.
Oh.
What did you do the last time this happened?
What do you... This hasn't happened before. This is the first we're ever experiencing anything like this.
No one has ever gone missing before?
Of course not.
Insight.
I was
You
like,
give
do I
me an insight
believe?
check.
I'll roll 2, I guess. I'm pretty good at that. That's like, it's my thing.
Mhm.
One of my
Yeah,
things.
she's lying. 100%.
I mean, you just told Garth, your brother, that it was bound to happen again.
Oh, I said no such thing.
You definitely just said that approximately 90 seconds ago.
It might have been approximately mishearing your eavesdropping.
I wasn't really trying to listen that hard.
Listen, lady, I'm a Federation deputy, and I suggest you tell us the truth right now. Before this guy, I gesture to Malcolm, does his Federation stuff.
He's bringing
at
out his
you.
book. He's going to bring
Yeah.
out his book and revoke the contract.
So you better cut the crap right now.
Dr. Jellybean, give me an intimidation check.
I'm good at that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course you are. That's why you went for the intimidation round.
That's why I
Right.
did it.
Yep.
Think people just do stuff they're bad at just
Mhm.
because?
I'll give you I was going to say
That'd be wild.
a situational. Roll me a D4.
Looks like bless. Or guidance.
Here we go.
Nice.
Ooh,
4.
nice.
4 good.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. They're gonna. That's why we weren't signing the papers, Garth. Okay. Well, okay, this has happened a lot of times in the past month or two. There were some lights in the sky. They just appeared and over the bay. And then, we thought that it was glorious and pretty. I think that's what the dame was looking for. Something glorious. And, well, she wasn't here at the time. I guess she heard about it. But then, people started going missing. Business has been awful since then. That's why we called out for the Federation.
I feel like you kind of probably should have led with that at the beginning.
Well, we
There
were
was a
looking it over for in the morning.
There was a specific subsection. I even told you all you have to disclose anything like that.
We're
and
disclosing
now I'm
it
hearing,
now, and
now
then we'll
I'm
sign
hearing
later.
that you're importing your sands.
Oh, Garth, you told him about that. I
Do
may
you
have
have
told a
invoices
little
for that?
bit.
I mean, we've got to review the invoices. We have to check that it's from an approved vendor.
It's perfectly legal. It's just sand. It's just
Where's your
extra
integrity?
shiny. We
No
just,
integrity whatsoever.
natural beauty's hard to come by.
How many people?
About a dozen or two.
A dozen or two
Or two.
have gone missing in the past month.
Oh wait, whoa.
2 months.
Right.
And this could have been us too.
No, your Federation peoples. You're much stronger than those.
Much stronger than Dame Cabela.
Oh,
Maybe.
he's got a good point there, hon.
So you're saying that lights appear in the sky.
Oh, they did the first night, yeah. That was beautiful.
Does that happen every time somebody's abducted?
Oh, no, it hasn't happened since. Some people have said they've seen strange glowing in the waters, though.
In the water.
Garth will just kind of add, yeah. In the water, you know, it's... We can't swim down there too well.
Has anyone witnessed one of these events, or has it been
Oh, no.
after
Well,
the-
it's
no.
just... They just go missing from their rooms.
Right,
we-
so no one's ever seen it happen.
No, we've cleaned it up, though.
When you've cleaned it up, have there been signs of struggle?
Yes, a bit. Mess and, you know, sparkle puffs everywhere.
Sparkle puffs.
And I feel like I don't even need to ask, but at no point do these people return.
Oh, I mean, no.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. You're gonna save them all, right? She tries to give an old lady turtle grin.
No, we're not buying it.
We're gonna try?
Oh, good. We presumed they were dead. I mean, people used to wander off on the beach and go for a night swim and drown. It happens if you drink too much.
Rest in peace, Jeff Buckley.
You might want to get a lifeguard if that happens a lot.
Oh, we had one. He went missing about a month or so
Disappeared, too.
ago.
Yeah, saw that coming.
I was gonna say he went off and drowned.
Yeah.
This
Saw
would
that
have been
coming
the
from a
better
mile away.
setup.
Which way did they see the lights at the beach? Like
Is it over
where?
the-
In the,
Oh,
the
in,
water?
in the water. Yeah.
like
I
right
will
over
just
in-
be assured that you signed a waiver when you came here that we are not responsible for any deceasement.
But yeah, I mean, we just thought that was standard boilerplate. Like,
Right,
we
it
didn't know
is,
that
it
you had
is.
active abductions going on here.
I
Well,
didn't read, did you?
I don't remember reading it either.
I
You
didn't read it. I read the
probably
back.
just signed.
it was only a small part. We added that recently. But, Sure, you know, we're disclosing it now. This won't affect our Federation review. Right?
Was that a question or an assumption?
Yes. A statement more like.
Let's see how this plays out, but it's pretty thin ice right now, I gotta be honest.
Oh, there's no ice here. We don't even have any for the drinks.
You made an ice sculpture.
Yeah, I've been meaning
Yeah,
to
we
ask
saw.
about
It's
that.
not actually ice.
What is it?
I don't know. They just send it in.
Total non sequitur, but if I could, again, recommendation about marketing department, maybe some flyers, some brochures, and get some ice. People kind of like ice in their drinks. It's weird to have a beach.
Oh, but it's
No
perfect
ice.
temperature. They say if you drink water too cold, it could be a shock to your system and you can die.
All right, you know
We
what,
also
lady?
die at a
You're-
resort that doesn't disclose that you could just randomly turn into dust and
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could be
disappear.
abducted and there's lights in the ocean.
Well,
and people
perhaps
walking-
when there's laws here that make us disclose it, we'll let people know.
You already failed your first test. It was on the application. You had to disclose, and you didn't.
Well, we're doing it now before we sign. That was the deal. You have to disclose it before you sign, and we haven't signed yet.
We don't even put that part in the contract as a gotcha. It just happened to work by dumb luck this time.
So we got you.
Yeah, you did.
Oy vey.
Oh no.
Can you tell us, is there anything in common about the people that have gone missing? Is anything you can share? Is there a theme here? Something to
Oh.
connect the dots?
The theme would be that they were visiting.
It does seem to be the
I'm going to
connecting
tell everyone about the imported sand if you don't stop it.
I was just being honest. No, nothing similar other than that they've gone missing and a lot of glitter around the room. A little puffy bloop. Not glitter, but you know.
Yeah, so here's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need that book, and we're gonna need the list of all the names of people who have been abducted.
Please and thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you feel free to look at the records. It's about a dozen or
Yep.
two.
Okay, if you could please
Maybe
mark
three.
which ones.
Maybe
Note.
three,
All
maybe three
right,
dozen.
hang on, we'll go to the book and I'll try and figure it out. We weren't trying to do math because we don't have to pay the insurance.
Out of curiosity, have you two ever been concerned that you might become one of the missing?
Absolutely. But that's why it's so important we keep more people here.
As cannon fodder.
So that you don't get abducted. But
Oh,
other
boy.
More or less.
It's not a bad plan, but it's not the best.
More or
Not for
less.
business, anyway.
But they kind of waddle towards the book of the front desk, and you would see Garth kind of flipping through it. Oh, so here and here, and that guy. Oh, it's about maybe 40 people.
That's quite
Over the past
more than
2
dozen.
months.
Yeah, that's not
How
a
many
big
total
number.
guests have you had over the past 2 months?
Garth would look down. About
It's going to be 40
70?
people, isn't it? Okay, well, that's better than I expected.
Yeah, I figured it was everyone in the book.
Yeah.
So, which direction to the water? And Dr. Jelly, do you have that?
Oh, it's just right out the front door.
Yeah, that way. Dr. Jelly, do you have that really neat spell that makes it so you can like breathe underwater?
Oh, air bubble.
Yeah, that one.
Or water breathing.
Let's see if I can do that.
Or hold your breath.
Didn't prepare it.
It's more like air breathing.
Aqua
Did
lung.
not. So, what time is it right now?
It's like 7:40 at night.
7:40 at night. I won't be able to do that until the morning.
They'll still be missing in the morning. It'll be fine.
Is there any kind of frequency with which these people disappear? Do you see the lights every other day, every
Oh,
third
we
day?
only saw the lights the night before it happened. The first time.
You saw lights in the sky, but I thought there were lights in the water.
Oh yeah,
when the
people have
disappearances
talked
occurred.
about the lights.
How often do
There-
the lights in the water appear?
Every so often, every day or two.
And they coincide with disappearances.
No.
No. Great.
And the lights in the water started after the lights in the sky.
Right.
So lights in the sky,
Right.
disappearances, lights in the water, all going on around the same time, but not necessarily indicative of one happening.
Oh, you're one smart cookie. I'm glad we got the Federation here.
I mean, is there any sort of pattern? Like, does it only happen on a Tuesday? Does it only happen?
It happens at night. That's when they usually go, is at night.
Did it happen last night?
No, there was no
We should
one
go
here
down to the water.
except for you all and the dame and that older gentleman. Refused to give his name.
Yeah, he's
No.
gone too, but
He just said,
In a different
old
way.
man.
Unrelated.
He's missing too, the poor fella.
Oh no, he's not missing. He left of his
Yeah.
own accord.
he knows exactly where he is.
Okay.
So, can we stay on the ship tonight, guys?
Well, if there's anything we could
Well,
do to
just-
help, let us
okay.
know. Hopefully the dame's alright. And the other
Probably-
guests too, but I would assume that she's more likely to be alive if they're getting killed or something.
Mathematically, that makes sense.
They say the first 48 hours. Some would even say the first 24. Or 1. That's what
You're
I
not
always
wrong.
say.
But it's disconcerting that you made that jump to them being dead.
Well, when people go missing on your island in the middle of the ocean, it just, not much monsters about. Maybe in the water.
And the people who've seen the lights in the water that have talked about them that you've heard, no one anywhere near here that we could talk to.
No other guests other than you folk and Dame Cabela. Fanta.
What about people previously, like in the logbook, who made it out of here, who checked out?
Oh, they left a good tip and they never came back.
You don't have any contact information.
No, just names and they paid.
Do you know if any of them had seen the lights and then left?
Quite possibly. I'm sure most of the guests, I'm surprised you haven't seen them. Although it's kind of hard to tell if you're not looking right at them with the sky overhead.
All right, Dr. Jellybean, you and I want to pore over these books as we all make our way down to the shore.
Yeah. See if we can find any type of. Are there dates in there too?
Yeah,
Okay,
last 2 months it's about 40. It's 40 people.
right. See if there's any correlation with the dates and the names. I don't know.
It doesn't have a full description of each person. It's just like a name. Some of them is named Bill. Others full on ridiculous names. But
Joe Mama.
yeah. Well, actually, it would just be old man. Regular
Old
old man.
Regular normal guy.
Run of the mill, old man.
But there
the guy.
doesn't seem to be any correlation with who goes missing. That they did mark them. The little red
Guy
stamp.
Oldman.
Yeah. Well, as you head onto the beach with this curious inquiry in mind, unsure of what's happening here exactly, other than that people are going missing, including the Dame Cabela Fanta, powerful warrior, at least self-proclaimed, and through stories. But that is where we're gonna end tonight, a little earlier than normal, but that's the way things go. Good stopping point for next time, as hopefully next time we will find out what happened, what will happen, what could happen. I don't know if we'll ever find out what could happen. We'll find out what will happen and what happened. But thanks for watching, folks, and we'll see you
guys.
next
Thanks for joining
week.
us.
Thanks, Twitch.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.